Dead or alive, Simon Ekpa in serious trouble as Chief of Defence Staff calls for his arrest for this shocking reason. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in and listening to this headline that we got in news this morning. As our headline for this morning says, Dead or alive, Simon Ekpa in serious trouble as Chief of Defence Staff calls for his arrest for this shocking reason. Well, General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defence Staff, has insisted that Simon Ekpa, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister for the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), be placed under arrest. In addition, he criticized the Finnish government and the European Union for what he said was Ekpa's defense. Well, in an interview with Channels Television on June 12, Musa questioned the European Union's dedication to democracy in Nigeria, pointing out their passive positively on Ekpa's extradition to stand prosecution in Nigeria. We have repeatedly complained about the issue of Simon Ekpa, he said. He is in Finland where he has the full backing of the government to pursue his objectives. Nothing is being done to halt the killing of people in spite of his comments. Our country is a democratic country. If the European Union is advancing democracy at a time like this, it's not serving Nigeria's interests. That has been made very plain by us. We need to come up with a tactful plan to stop him from carrying out his current activities. He must be taken into custody and charged. Examine the matter from a different perspective. Do you think the European Union will allow it to happen if he is in Nigeria and causing harm to Finnish government in that way? They will definitely won't. Watch Giving Ekpa's statement the deeds associated with the Biafran separative movement, Musa's comment highlights the air of the Nigerian government at the manner of the international community has treated Ekpa. Reports said that Ekpa's action incited unrest and violence in Nigeria, which poses serious security risks in the nation. The Chief of Defence Staff's urgent need to arrest the prosecution Ekpa underscores the gravity of the situation and determination of the Nigerian government to hold him accountable for his action. Musa remarks also brings up the more general issue on how countries ought to react to foreign nationals who insist on rest or violence within their own borders. The Nigerian government has long faced domestic security challenges from separatist movements. The Samuel Ekpa case brings a complex international dimension to these issues. Musa urged the international community to directly support Nigeria in its attempt to maintain peace and stability within its borders. The European Union and the Finnish government have not yet reacted to Musa's demand for action. Their response will have significant impact on how this problem is handled. Significant questions concerning international collaboration and government duties to prevent individuals from exploiting their territory to incite violence in other nations are raised by this episode. It will be interesting to see how the Nigerian government handles Ekpa's extradition as these stories develop and whether diplomatic effort led to his arrest and conviction. Well, the outcome will likely have a substantial impact on Nigeria, ties to Finland and the European Union, as well as internal security. Well, in meanwhile, General Musa remarks serves as a crystal clear reminder to the challenges faced by states in the face of transnational threats and the importance of international cooperation in upholding democratic values and ensuring global security. Well, that is all I have for guys concerning this headline today this morning, which says here, dead or alive. Simon Ekpa in serious trouble as Chief of Defence Staff calls for his arrest for this shocking reason. Well, you are for me this morning, and if you're not to subscribe, the best you can do right here and right now is to tap that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a like on this video to get more updates concerning this in the near future to come. We all know that December 2 is around the corner, the day for the Biafran Independence Day. And Simon Ekpa is working 247. Yes, concerning liberating Biafra from Nigeria. He's working 247, he's doing things that needs to be done, like a lot of things if you ask me. And one of those things he's doing is actually commanding, like he's putting, what's the word? Like he's actually enforcing law in the southeastern Nigeria. Yes, you heard me right. Simon Ekpa is actually enforcing law to states in the southeastern Nigeria, and that is what Musa don't like at all. Whereas Simon Ekpa will say there will be lockdown and there will be lockdown. Whereas Simon Ekpa will say that there will be movement and there will be movement. Simon Ekpa will say no police for today and there will not be like he's not even a president, he's not even a governor. but he's enforcing law as if he's the president of that area, as if he's the president of that state. And that is something the Southeast governors don't like. Like how somebody in faraway Finland, sorry, be enforcing law, be enforcing law in another in Nigeria, in some particular state in Nigeria. Because one thing is for sure, the most people in the southeast and south, they love Samonekwa more than they love their own state governors. Yeah, they love they love Samonekwa more than they love their own state governors. So they respect him too. So it's not a matter of it's not a matter of Samonekpa is wicked, this and that. Because according to Musa's point of view, it says here that Samonekpa is linked to most of the killings that happened in the southeast. That Samonekpa has done a lot of things. Samonekpa have derived people from having like a lot of like up to 17 counts, like a lot of crimes that they put on Samonekpa's head. So Musa is fed up because he's losing his army by the day. I don't know how many army personnel have died in the southeast by unknown gunmen to the insecurity level. Yes, and he says here that for Ekpa to call for December 2 as their referendum day, some Ekpa should be arrested, he should be persecuted. But they have tried all their best to bring him back to Nigeria, but it does not work. And now Musa is blaming the Finnish government for protecting Simon Ekpa. Yes, he's blaming the Finnish government or the European Union and the European Union for protecting Simon Ekpa because he feels that if Simon Ekpa was in Nigeria right now, if Simon Ekpa was in Nigeria right now and is doing this harm to Finland, do you think the European Union will keep quiet? Or do you think NATO will keep quiet? Those two groups are not going to keep quiet because those two groups, Finland is part of European Union, Finland is also part of NATO. Those two groups is not going to keep quiet concerning the case. But in the case of Nigeria, it's actually different. Why are the Finnish government supporting EPA in this case right now? Because that's just Musa's point of view or Musa's point of view. I'm just telling you what Musa thinks, not the way I think. I think that the way I see this matter is entirely different. Yes, but in the way Musa sees it, he feels that the European Union and the Finnish government are backing Samonepa. Yeah, he feels that the European Union and the Finnish government are supporting Samonepa every which way. They're backing him up, they're supporting him, giving him all the support he needs. Mm-hmm. Well, one thing is for sure, Sam Ekpa is not going to give up for his quest for Brafia. Yeah, because person that have started. Yeah, he's doing things. He's doing the unimaginable. What do you guys think? Drop a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Then tap the subscribe button as we go on with the notification bell so that anytime I have a new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.